Hello and welcome. Now the title of the video, the thumbnail, even these two spinning cars over here should tell you that this video is going to be about one, diecast models, and two, about Fast and Furious. But we are not talking about the Fast and Furious set, which seems to be very popular. This 5-car set has been all the rage right now, but what is really creating headlines is what's inside of this box. So this has been sent to me by the guys over at Handpicked, and what's inside are 10 cars, 5 into 2. Let's just put it that way. So let's take them out nicely and gently. So what's inside the box are these 5 cars. Let me just place them for you so that you get a quick view of what they are. So these 5 cars are going to be inside this box. This is called the Brian O'Connor set. So essentially cars that were driven by Brian O'Connor or Paul Walker in the various Fast and Furious movies. Of course, he drove a lot many cars than these, but they have picked out these 5. So let's talk about what these 5 cars are. Let's begin with this one. This is the 1995 Mitsubishi Eclipse from the first installment of the movie, The Fast and the Furious. That famous street race at the end of which Dom says,
"Winning's winning."
that is this very car. Now this was made by Diamond Star Motors in real life. It comes in that beautiful Kawasaki green paint job. This has the Robo car body kit on it, and in the movie it had headlights from the 1997 Eclipse and not the 1995. Now the headlights on this one are painted, so are the tail lights. The tires are still going to be plastic tires, not the real rider or the rubber tires that Hot Wheels puts on some of its cars. So this is essentially the silver line, something that sits between the main lines and the premium cars. So the pricing is also going to be in between. Of course, this set is highly sought after, so the pricing right now is through the roof. There is no indicative pricing for this set right now because it's simply not available. So people are asking in Indian rupees almost as much as 10,000 rupees for one set. So if you've seen it cheaper anywhere, put the links in the comments maybe for other viewers to go and look at it. But yeah, this is the Mitsubishi Eclipse, quite an iconic car because it was featured in the first one. But speaking of iconic cars, the next one is the 1994 Mark IV Supra. This is the 10-second car that started it all, an absolute icon. Again, from the first installment of the movie, The Fast and the Furious, this was at the end where they race with the Charger. So these were the 2 cars. Now this car has been a part of the Fast and Furious set. But if I were to hold both the cars next to each other, you will see the apparent difference in the color. This one is a slightly lighter orange, while the new one in the Brian O'Connor set is a darker orange. Now this orange paint scheme was inspired from the Lamborghini Diablo Candy Orange. And that is the color that we see here. This one is a bit of a lighter shade. That is what you got in the 5-pack. The other differences are going to be again in the wheels. The original car in the movie was running 19-inch Racing Heart M5 wheels. 5-spoke wheels, of course. They have done a 5-spoke even in this particular car. And here you again get a 5-spoke arrangement, but the design of the wheel is going to be significantly different than the one that we saw in the 5-pack set. So that is going to be the other change for you. Again, tail lights not painted on this one. Tail lights are painted on the Brian O'Connor set, and you also get a little bit more detailing with the badging and all of that. The spoiler, of course, was different on the car in the movie. Here they have gone with a completely different looking spoiler. Now the one in the movie was the APR biplane aluminum spoiler, and this one is painted in body color. So that contrast is definitely missing over here, but I think this is going to be, like this car, a very sought after car from this set. I think it could be the second most sought after car in my opinion. Now, let's move on to the third one. And this, I think, is going to be the most sought after car from the set. This is, of course, the iconic R34 GT-R. This is from the Too Fast, Too Furious. In fact, I believe that this is more iconic than even the blue R34 GT-R that Brian O'Connor drove later. In fact, that car became very famous, but this paint job is what sets it apart. Now, in the movie, it was the Sea West body kit and the Sea West carbon fiber spoiler on it. Those details are definitely missing. If you look at the bodywork from the front, it looks completely different. Even the wing is completely different. I think they should have at least painted it black to give it that carbon fiber effect. And even in the front, they should have done the turn blinkers in an amber or an orange. That would have definitely set it apart. If they had already gone ahead with the pain of painting the tail lights, the headlights, all of that, they should have done the turn blinkers too. That would have really added some really nice detail. But like I said, I think this is going to be the most sought after car from this set. But if I am picking, I would pick up the whole set. Anyway, that brings us to the fourth car, which I think is going to be the least sought after. It's going to be on the pegs for a long time. Now, this is the 1970 Ford Mark I RS 1600. It's a legend of a rally car. It even had a beautiful scene in the movie. However, I'm not very sure if it really belongs to this set. It still doesn't feel as iconic as some of the other cars that Brian O'Connor drove. And I'm purely speaking from the point of view of the movies. So I think they should have done a different car instead of this. But yeah, like I said, this is going to be the weak link, and it's probably going to lie on the pegs for a long time if you don't see people buying the whole set. And then we move to the final car. Again, a very sought after model, maybe the third most sought after model in this lineup. It's going to be a Supra again. This is a white Supra, but this is not a 1994 Supra. This is a 1995 model. Now, why I'm pointing out the 94 and the 95 is because both these cars look the same, save for the paint job. They've just put a white paint on it. I think they went very lazy with this particular paint job because they just know that it's a Supra. It's going to fly off the shelf anyway. Even if people don't buy it as a set, this one is definitely going to fly off the shelf. If you go back to the movies, this was the 1995 Supra with the OEM spoiler on it. On this, again, they are using the same spoiler, which is why I'm saying Hot Wheels was just being lazy. They did not pay attention to those details. That one had the OE spoiler. This one still has the standard wing spoiler. And yeah, I think that's a bit of a missed detail. But like I said, it's still a Supra. And a little bit of trivia, the white Supra that was used in the movie, The Furious 7, actually belonged to Paul Walker. And that was, I think, an icon in itself. So this is going to be the third most sought after model from this set, in my opinion. Now the big question, do you think this set is complete, or could they have done it a little differently? I believe that they could have added some of the other icons, like the 2014 Subaru WRX STI from Furious 7. That was Brian's final action car. They could have also done the Dodge SRT-8. They could have also done the Dodge SRT-8 from Fast 5, another iconic car. And of course, who can disagree with the 1970 Dodge Challenger from Too Fast, Too Furious? Also, I think one perfect addition would have been this. This is the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 7, again from Too Fast, Too Furious. And I think this would have been absolutely perfect. It would have also been a great JDM set, and this would have been just a complete icon. But now that we agree that there are other iconic cars that Brian O'Connor did drive in the Fast and Furious installments, I think Hot Wheels could just do one more set. Who knows? Which one is going to be your pick out of these 5? Which one is going to be your pick if you had to replace something? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching this one. Until the next one, take care and drive safe.